Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky loves firing people. After firing his military chief, he just fired the head of the National Security and Defense Council. We will tell you all about it, but before that, if you are a fan of non-corporate funded free news and analysis, you've landed on the right YouTube channel. Okay, let's begin. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky dismissed Alexei Danilov, the head of the National Security and Defense Council, SNBO, known for his combative rhetoric, on Tuesday. This move was documented in a decree on the president's official website, which did not elaborate on the reasons behind the decision. Subsequently, Alexander Litvinenko was appointed as the new SNBO chief through a separate decree. Prior to this role, Litvinenko led the Ukrainian Foreign Intelligence Service since July 2021 and also served as the deputy head of the SNBO. This leadership change in Ukraine's national security organization marks a significant shift, though the implications of these appointments remain to be seen. Alexei Danilov, the recently dismissed head of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, was known for his forthright and often harsh rhetoric throughout his tenure. Notably, in late 2023, Danilov emphasized the necessity for all Ukrainians to engage in the nation's defense efforts, highlighting the extended nature of Kiev's mobilization drive, which he projected to span at least a year. His call for a unified front was further exemplified in November when he advocated for a stringent approach towards officials undermining President Zelensky, especially those communicating anonymously with Western media. Even Ukraine does not trust Western media. Anyway, Danilov criticized the messaging platform Telegram for its perceived vulnerabilities and its role in influencing Ukrainian society, suggesting a potential ban if his conditions were not met. Danilov's critical stance extended to Ukraine's Western allies as well. In December, he argued that NATO's conventional warfare strategies were inadequate for the unique challenges faced in the Ukrainian conflict, advocating for a revised approach to military preparation. He persistently urged for increased arms supplies to Ukraine, cautioning that any faltering in support would detrimentally affect the West's reputation and coherence. His tenure was marked by a candid assessment of both domestic and international aspects affecting Ukraine's security environment, reflecting his commitment to addressing the multifaceted challenges of the ongoing conflict, or reflecting his commitment to addressing nothing at all. In February 2024, Alexei Danilov, the then head of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, made a bold request to the European Union, and wait for it, to transfer all its heavy weaponry to Ukraine. Right. Suggesting that the EU would not require them for future conflicts. Of course. That was part of a series of controversial remarks made by Danilov, who has been known for his rather abrasive statements. Last week, he notably directed an insult at China's special envoy on Eurasian affairs, Li Hui, in response to Beijing's hesitance to participate in Ukraine-focused international talks planned in Switzerland without Russia's involvement. Danilov resorted to an offensive pun on the Chinese diplomat's name while expressing his disdain. Additionally, in August 2023, during a government-sanctioned media event, Danilov provocatively asserted that Russians were inherently less humane compared to Ukrainians, attributing this to their Asian heritage. Where did Ukraine come out of? Okay. This statement, alongside his previous vows to target Russians globally, underscores the extreme rhetoric Danilov employed throughout his tenure, reflecting his intense approach to the ongoing conflict and international relations. So let us come back to the original point. Why did Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky dismiss Alexei Danilov? He couldn't have been fired for being a cuttermouth, because he always was one. The most obvious reason could be the botched-up attack in Moscow's suburbs. As the in charge of the Foreign Intelligence Service, along with the big portfolio that he held, he was supposed to conduct a smooth operation so that there was no question of Ukraine getting dragged in the muck. But right from the recruitment of the operatives to the post-operation activities, everything was a major disaster. The operatives got nabbed and now are singing like canaries in Russian captivity. Want to know how Russia is avenging the Crocus massacre? This video details everything. Watch it and be glad that the start of the finish has begun.